Good day, everyone who's watching this video. My name is Michaela Cook, and today I'm going to be talking about the assistive technology for the blind and the visually impaired. Now, what generated my interest in this topic was a newspaper article by the Observer in which a blind girl Sashana Brown passed all her C6 subjects with four grade ones and three grade twos, which is an amazing feat. Now, in this article, she highlighted how her classmates and her teachers explained the concepts to her so that she'd be able to have the success that she does have now. And it just stood out to me how technology could have helped her even further in her pursuits, in which I did not see any mention of in the article. So, in this presentation, we'll be speaking about the goal of assistive technology, the goal of the Jamaica Society of the Blind, assistive technologies that are available to this subgroup, their needs, and lastly, the significance of assistive technology. So, before we go into the goals, what is assistive technology? Well, according to the Assistive Technology Industry Association, these are the products, equipment, and systems that enhance learning, working, and daily living for persons with disabilities. Now, the reason why we're going to go into the goal of assistive technology is just to see how exactly is this going to help them, though we stated the definition. So the first one is accessibility, enabling persons to have access to educational content, recreational content, anything that they would not normally be available, that would not normally be available to them without sight. The next one is communication, when they want to interact with persons, for example, texting. That is a goal of assistive technology. The next one is communication. Well, independence. They need to be able to go around without the help of others to be able to live a holistic life. And lastly, inclusivity, how they feel within the society. Do they feel integrated or do they feel like a discarded piece of paper? So you may ask why I am speaking about the Jamaica Society of the Blind. Well, this is because this organization is the main organization in Jamaica that caters to the blind, trying to uplift them, train them into this new lifestyle that they may have. So these are their goals listed on the screen. You can pause it at your leisure and look at it and see what they're about. But now we're going to move on into the technologies that this organization would use to help these persons. And so you see them listed and the images as reference. So to the top left, you have the screen reader. Beside it, you have a application, Excel, with a contrast theme, which helps persons who are visually impaired. You have a keyboard that has high contrast so that they'll be able to see the symbols on the keyboard. You have the Braille typewriter and you have the Braille display that functions of a sort of book where with each line it generates brailles. Now, the needs of the blind and the visually impaired. Before I go into the needs, I just like to highlight something that I saw in a Digital Foundation article where the CEO, Charmaine Daniels, highlighted in April 2023, we visited the school to donate three Braille machines, but learned that of the 132 students enrolled at the school at that time, there were only 26 working Braille machines. Now, in that same article, a principal of the Salvation Army School of the Blind and Visually Impaired said a braille machine to a blind child is like a pen and paper to a sighted child. This highlights the need of the visually impaired. They need an education, especially in this day and age where it's an information age. So, assistive technology helps them to be accessible to all the information that is available to empower them, to make them better persons. As you can see, the needs that I have here are exactly the same as the goals of assisted technology. And that is deliberate. It's what assisted technology should do, cater to the needs, accessibility needs, the communication needs, the independence needs, and the inclusivity needs. If you notice, I also included equality. And what equality means here is the equal rights and opportunities for this subgroup of people. So everything that I've said so far culminates into the significance of assistive technology. Assistive technology caters to the needs of the blind and visually impaired to help them survive and to go further thrive. Just because they are impaired or blind does not mean that their minds are also impaired. Assistive technology does not increase them in mentality in any way, but instead provides access to the world around them so that they can use that brilliant mind that they have to make a difference in the world, to achieve self-fulfillment. That is the significance of assistive technology. And as you can see in Jamaica, although it is lacking, efforts are being made. If you notice the persons in the images, they're smiling. That is the influence of assistive technology. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you have a lovely day. I feel like we still go over time.